He's getting the royal treatment. Fenway debut, Boston hosting Seattle. Interesting. Mariners are the ones that are owned by a Japanese company, Nintendo. This game played at 8 a.m. Tokyo time the next day. Probably not a lot of production over there, but what kind of production will we have between these two, Matsuzaka and Ichiro? Matsuzaka said this is the guy who's his benchmark, the guy he really wanted to face in the big leagues, threw everything inside on their first matchup, and right back at him, Ichiro chops it to Matsuzaka. Hey, how'd it sound back east?
意識し合う中、フルカウントラストボール。ストレートを打ったピッチャーゴロ。最初の対決は松坂の勝ち。
All right, you say so. Felix Hernandez turned 21 just the other day. M-A-N, man. Staked to a 1-0 lead after a couple hits and a sack. JD drew the nasty curve. Top third, Ichiro and Matsuzaka. Second time, and Ichiro swings at a pitch up in the zone and flies out to shallow center. You don't want to pitch Ichiro outside. That's where he likes to take the ball and go the other way. I may have been a little more conscious of his at-bats, admitted Matsuzaka afterwards. Second on that list, Jose Vidro, believe it or not. No, I'm just kidding. First K of the game for Matsuzaka. Fourth inning, Hernandez has still got the no-hitter going, but this is David Ortiz, and, well, that's your 6-5-3 shift double play. No-hitter through 4. Fifth inning. It's Matsuzaka and Ichiro again. Bartender! Chaser. Anyway you translate it, Ichiro is 0 for 3. Next batter is Adrian Beltre. There's 2 outs, batting a .077 coming in, but playing that one off the monster, Jose Lopez, who singled, scores. Seattle up 2. They go up 3-0 because Vidro would drive home Beltre, and Hernandez, 3 would be plenty, and he'd get plenty of help. There's Lopez at second, throws out Drew, and Lopez certainly had Hernandez back. Next batter, Mike Lull. No-hitter intact, top play nominee. And, the last no-hitter, the only no-hitters in Mariners history. Chris Bosio, Randy Johnson, Matsuzaka. Made a matchup with Ichiro and goes high and tight. Ichiro would reach on a fielder's choice. And by the way, Kenji Jojima, who's also from Japan, had 2 doubles against Matsuzaka. You're going to have to trust me on that. Bottom 7, Kevin Youkilis, Teral Ibanez. No-hitter still. And then Manny strikes out. No-hitter through 7, 8th inning, 86th pitch. You saw what Hernandez did to J.D. Drew early in the game. J.D. comes back and goes right up the middle with him there. No-hitter over. Take a look at Hernandez. He wanted that no-hitter. Mike Hargrove said after this one, he hoped people better not, or he said people better not overlook his guy with all the Matsuzaka Ichiro hype. They did. Youkilis strikes out swinging. 111th pitch for Hernandez. 1-hit shutout, and it's the Mariners 3-0 at Fenway. Felix Hernandez, 1-hit shutout. Just the 4th at Fenway by a visiting pitcher since Jim Bunning's no-hitter back in '58. Hernandez the first to do so since Mike Mussina. 1 batter shy of a perfect game in '01. I believe it was cousin Carl Everett who got Mussina then. See your Giants. Pods raise you D-backs and Reds in the desert. Arizona's won 6 straight. Top 7, 1-0 Diamondbacks. Reds, runners on the corners. Javier Valentin taking the Micah Owings pitch down the right field line. Josh Hamilton, Alex Gonzalez score on the double. First 2 runs allowed this year for Owings in 11 1/3 innings. Reds up 2-1, top 8. Remember Josh Hamilton hit his first Major League homer Tuesday? Well, if some is good, more is better. Former #1 overall pick back in '99 who's really struggled off the field. Not struggling on it, yeah. We'll take another look. Miguel Montero said to Brandon Metters, here's where I want the ball, and apparently there was a communication breakdown. Reds win it. 3-2, your final.
South Florida rain suspended Tuesday night's game between the Brewers and Marlins in the 10th. Prince Fielder and the Brewers here in the top of the 13th with a go-ahead run on 3rd, and Fielder brings home Ricky Weeks 3-2. Brewers Fielder, I should say, finished 4 for 4 in the game here. A line out. Cody Ross doubled off. Alfredo Meziga tried to bring on the rubber game between the Orioles and Tigers. Last year's AL Rookie of the Year, Justin Verlander, locked up in a pitcher's duel. Bottom 7, scoreless, gets Paul Bacco. Verlander goes 7, doesn't give up a run, strikes out 5. Game went to extra innings in front of the second smallest crowd in Camden Yards history. Top 11, Craig Monroe's on 3rd. Scott Williamson gets Curtis Granderson to fly out to center field. Moved to the 12th, bases loaded, and Kurt Berkins is the 8th Oriole pitcher, and he got squeezed a little bit maybe by Blue. The bases are loaded for Craig Monroe. His third hit of the game is his third career grand slam. First guy since 1970 to break up a scoreless extra inning game with a grand slam. The Tigers win it 4-1.
Quite a finish between the Cardinals and Pirates in the Bucks' backyard. Champs looking for their 4th win in a row. Top 5 1-on Cardinals trailing 1-0. David Eckstein single off Pat Mahomes, who walked Aaron Miles to start the frame, and Miles runs home. We're tied. Bottom 7, bases loaded, 2 outs, game tied. Brad Eldred, deep fly ball. So Taguchi says not deep enough. Taguchi, he went 3 for 3 on the day, but he gets pinch hit for in the 9th because Tony La Russa thought Chris Duncan could do some damage against fastball throwing Solomon Torres, and it's why George Will wrote about Tony La Russa, because Tony was right. Cardinals win 3-2. Heroics to beat Chicago Tuesday night. Jermaine Dye, top 8. White Sox down 3-1. Jermaine's a former Hawaii Winter Leaguer, and off Justin Dukeshire, he hits that to Dukes in Waikiki. 2-run homer, his first of the season. We are tied at top 9. Houston Street gave up a hit to the first batter facing A.J. Brzezinski. He walks him, and, this is a top 9. Street is clearly not caffeinated. Walks Scott Pasednik, and then we had a sac fly by Darren Erstad, and then Paul Konerko takes Street deep to left, RBI double. White Sox win 6-3. Street, 3 earned runs in 2/3.
Ford Gondoli tells us the videotape tells the truth. And these are the top 10 plays. All the truth. Ruben Patterson off the top of the backboard. Great shot for Horse. Counted for 2, but the Bucks lose by 6.
Number 9, White Sox Athletics. Brian Anderson, the diving catch in center. Went to high school with a kid named Brian Anderson. This is not the same Brian Anderson. White Sox won 6-3.
Doug Minkiewicz, Gold Glove winner for the Minnesota Twins in 2001. Here he takes away extra bases from his former club. He's always been a good glove man, and more glove coming from this game.
And number 7, Mariners Red Sox at Fenway. Jose Lopez with some defense backing Felix Hernandez, who threw a 1-hitter. Mariners won 3-0. Lopez, the number 9 hitter, went 2 for 4.
Sammy Sparkman needs to look out for this hook coming. Andre Serkan. Damn! Knockout, 9th round, KO. NABF junior middleweight title is successfully defended.
At number 5, Giants Padres, Dave Roberts, catch in center with the bases loaded against the team he once played for. Giants lost the game, though, 4-0.
Devil Rays Rangers, Delman Young a grounder. Ian Kinsler. If Kenny Mayne were here, he would point out it was like a highlight cesta. Flip it. Well done. Rangers lose 6-5.
If Kenny Mayne were here, one of us wouldn't have to be. At number 3, Yankees Twins. Derek Jeter is the dude, and the dude abides. I mean, he just makes it look so Jeterish. Jeter-esque, is that it?
Jeterian.
That's it.
The word
Yeah,
that's been invented to describe it.
The Yankees, though, lost.
Sharks Predators, double overtime. Patrick Ristmiller goes Johnny Drama. Victory! Sharks win in double overtime. A lot of Johnny Drama going around on a opening night of the Stanley Cup.
Seen Drama's new billboard. This was the big one. Stars Canucks tied at 4. Brother, can you lend a hand in a 4th overtime? Daniel Sedin, Henrik Sedin. The Canucks win.
9 straight in Minnesota. Top 9, a wild play. Carl Crawford with a man on first, nobody out. Ben Zobrist. Crawford, has he brought home the go-ahead run? Well, no. Zobrist would stop at 3rd. Crawford keeps running. He ends up at 3rd. So what are you supposed to do in that situation? Well, typically one guy stays. You sacrifice the one out. But what happens is Zobrist gets tagged out by Joe Mauer. Then Mauer sees Crawford running back to 2nd. Double play. Eric Young. What happened?
The Tampa Bay Devil Rays made 3 base running mistakes on this particular play. First, it was Carl Crawford not picking up the 3rd base coach. Then it was Ben Zobrist deciding to go home. And third, it was Carl Crawford, who actually should have stayed at 3rd. In that particular situation, would have been 1 out with a run on 3rd, still in good position for them to score a run.
Baseball Tonight's Eric Young breaking it down. Joe Madden cannot believe it. Bottom 9, the MVP, Justin Morneau, goes Johnny Drama. On the 1-2 pitch, high and deep, it's gone. Victory! His 3rd home run of the year. 2nd career walk-off. Twins win. It's a big-time deal. 3-2 your final. Braves' best record in the bigs, Nationals' worst record in the bigs. Maniac's team 1-8. They've been outscored 61-21. They have been an abject disaster. Haven't scored in the first 3 innings, still haven't. Runners on, Jason Bergman trying to move them over. Sack bunt up in the air, Chipper Jones. Yeah, that's the double play. Bottom 5, Ryan Langerhans grounded to Ronnie Belliard, who makes the sort of the Jeter play, only does it from second base. Well done. Bottom 6 still scoreless. Chipper, ground ball to Belliard. Sweet flip, and we go 4-6-3. Atlanta held to just 2 hits in this ball game. John Smoltz twirled a gem, but the scoreless game's broken up here. Ronnie Belliard, the base hit. Chris Snelling comes home. Ryan Zimmerman knocked in another one. Then bottom 9, the Braves load the bases, but Chad Cordero gets Scott Thorman his first save. Obviously had heads.
Tom Glavine ready to face Jimmy Rollins, who kills him. That's right, that Jimmy Rollins. 18th leadoff homer in Jimmy Rollins' career. 4th home run of this year, 1-0 Phillies. Top 2 tied at 1, not anymore. Rollins again. He's got 6 career homers against Glavine, the most against any pitcher. 3-1 Phillies. On the mound for the Phils, it's Jamie Moyer. Tom Glavine, nobody bunts better. Wes Helms throws it away. 7th error of the season for the Phillies. That one by Helms. Mets down 3-2 now. Runners on second and third, 2 out, bottom 4. Make it happen. Jose Reyes does just that. 2 runs come in. 11 RBIs for Reyes this year. Moises Alou had 3 hits in this one, scores. So does Easley. Mets go on to win. 8 more wins till 300 for Glavine. Angels, Indians in Milwaukee one more time. Cleveland skipper Eric Wedge, he wants to thank Milwaukee. Really loved everyone out there. Bottom of the 6, nobody on. Brady Sizemore. This is deep and it's gone. Tying the game at 1. Sizemore's 4th home run of the year. Top of the 7th, nobody on, 1 out, same score. Jose Molina in the batter's box. Molina on the ground. Now, strange hop here off the bag. Jeremy Sowers gets the ball, dives, tags first with his bare hand.
It's dangerous. You
Totally.
spike that way.
No question. Bottom 8 still 2-1. Not anymore. Travis Hafner. Boy, he ate his granola this morning. 425 feet. I think they measured it correctly. It looked farther. Said Indian skipper Eric Wedge. Road trip to Cleveland this weekend.
Was the best in the bigs on the road last year. They've won their first 2 road series this year. Brandon Inge, as you see, has 1 lonely hit on the year. Let's make it 2. He blasts this one off Tomooka. He didn't eat granola. He ate bacon. You hit a ball that far, you got to eat some sort of meat. Here it's 3-0 with runners on second and third. Inge singles. He's hot, red hot.
Not even yogurt or
No.
okay.
Bacon.
All right.
John Casey scores. Tigers up 4-0. All right, let's give the ball to Joel Zumaya and watch him dial up triple figures there. Vernon Wells looking at, and Vernon, after he missed this, he was angry. You see him throw his bat up in the air. It was 101 miles an hour, but Wells nearly took it to downtown Toronto. Then Frank Thomas, 102 miles an hour. That is nasty. That's it, and that's all. Zumaya closes it out. The Tigers win it.
And Orioles just 2 runs scored for Baltimore in the last 2 games. There's Gil Mesh, $55 million man, 1-1 on the year. Mesh strikes out Aubrey Huff. That was a sweet pitch. Top of the 2nd, Steve Traxel had a really good game on the mound. Ask Alex Gordon about that. Traxel gave up a run on 3 hits in 7 innings. Actually had a no-hitter through 4. Bottom 7, Jimmy Gobble facing Paul Bacco, and Bacco stroking opposite way. That'll work. Kevin Millar scores from second to tie up this game at 1. Let's go to extra innings because we have nothing else to do right now. Bottom of the 10th, 2 out. Orioles load the bases. Jay Gibbons. Gibbons likes this pitch. Nick Marquez gets a score from third. Chris Ray a perfect 10th for the victory, and Baltimore finds a way to beat the Royals 2-1.
But attendance was a problem for me.
I got a D in Spanish, Scott. Top plays, number 10, Nets Cavaliers, Zajunas Ilgauskas. Nice pass to LeBron James. Ilgauskas doing the right thing. King James with 35 and his Cavaliers win.
That's a nice pass from Z.
Who knew?
Now we all do. Number 9, David Wright, 21-game hitting streak. But how about the glove? David ranges deep into foul territory to rob Carlos Ruiz. You know, Linda, we're all going out, but do not tell the Demon Deacon, whatever you do.
I promise you. I promise. Number 8, MLS, Dallas, LA Galaxy, Landon Donovan, Robert Finley. Oh, can I see that again? Because that was pretty impressive. Oh, yeah, it was impressive. Galaxy lost 2-1, though. All right, I just asked for 2 replays, not 3.
You have powers. You told everybody that earlier, and now you're proving it. Ernie Els has bunker powers, one of the best sand players on earth. Holes out on 17 at Harbortown. He's 2 behind Jerry Kelly.
Sixth in the nation, number 6, Flames, Red Wings. 5-on-3, Mika Kiprasov robbing many, many Detroit Red Wings. Yes, plenty. Unbelievable.
And just ask for whatever you want. You get it.
Okay.
I get to do number 5 now, and Ronnie Belliard had himself a game ranging deep to rob Ryan Longerhans. Dimitri Young with a nice scoop, and Belliard also had a big hit as the Nats get a big win.
But you know what, Scott? I really didn't ask for the Devil Rays and Twins, but I'll do it. Ivan Kadaya, and that is Akinori Iramura with a great stop and a great throw for the out. You know, we can see it again, but I'd rather not say his name again.
I think
Scott.
you nailed it.
Okay, good.
Speaking of nailing it, game over, Justin Morneau.
Here's a pitch to Morneau, swings and drives. Get up and out of here. It's deep, way back. Here's Crawford at the fence, leaps up, and he didn't get it. Game-winning home run for Justin Morneau. The Twins win the game.
Walleye and a stick for everybody.
You know, I'm kind of obsessed with number 2 and Mika Kiprasov. Here's why. Robbing Pavel Datsyuk. Kiprasov, 42 saves for Calgary in the loss. This game would have been like 10-1 Detroit if it wasn't for him.
Number 1 in the hood, G. It's Aaron Hill. Diving stop to rob the mayor, Sean Casey. And Sean Casey does not have 4.4 speed necessarily. One more time, it's Hill. Carlos Guillen actually can move. Hill doing his part, but the Jays lose by 1.